Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I have something incredibly special for you right now. I have never before seen footage from the cartoon of Skybolt in action. That's right, Skybolt. Ready to see it? Alright, here we go. It didn't come out during the time when we were actually able to watch anything with this, because this thing came out in 1989, I believe. Let's take a look. 1988. So, 85, Series 1, 86, Series 2, and so on. But the cartoon was long gone by this time, so we never got to see it actually do anything. So, it makes you think that there should be a little bit more creativity with these, because the designers had to come up with them and not the cartoonists, or vice versa, right? And out of the entire Split Seconds line, this one is my favorite. But you know what's weird too? Hold on one second. It's weird that, well, we'll see it. Just hold on. It's gonna be hard to do. Just give me a second here. Hold on, I'm getting there. Hey. Oh, they're falling everywhere. Where'd he go? There it is. I'm back. Good. All these Matt-Trakkers. Look at them all. Matt-Trakker gets another vehicle. I mean, he's the flagship of the series, right? So I guess it kind of have to happen that way. But if you watched the Unproduced that I did with Jason from Agents of M.A.S.K, we talk about the fact that there's 2 females in this entire thing. So just put that in perspective. But yeah, we have 10,000 Matt-Trakkers. I'm not complaining, but it's a little unbalanced. And of course, with the Split Seconds, you get the agent and the clone. Now, could they have done a cartoon about this? I don't see why not. I mean, it's a premise of a hologram that can pilot a portion of your vehicle to help take down the bad guy or the good guy, depending what side you're on. So, for what it's worth, I don't know if it would have worked. I mean, it could have, but I'm just happy they kept trying to prolong the life of the series as much as they did. And one of the interesting things about this series is that me, living in the United States, I didn't even know it was around until I started recollecting. And you'll notice that on a lot of these boxes too, you're going to see a different M.A.S.K logo, and I'll put it up here on the screen. It's got the closed off cannon on Rhino as opposed to the one that's open. So that's the difference between European releases and American releases. It's very strange. That's what that story is. Now, one thing I will say about this figure, I've had a few of them, and the parts here are incredibly brittle. Incredibly. If you get one of these masks, do not bend this. It might seem as a little bit of flex in it. Do not do it. You'll snap it. I've lost a few that way. And same thing for this one here. Don't do it. The overall design of the figure is not that bad. I mean, you have, the generic Matt-Trakker head on it. A nice design with the figure. I mean, white and blue, can't go wrong with that. And it mixes well with the orange on the M.A.S.K. So, let me see if I can find a picture of something here real quick. you know, it's just a different thing, and the whole premise of it. I don't know if when I was a kid if I would have really taken to it. I mean, you get two figures, that would have impressed the hell out of me, to be honest. But you know, you just don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I was just looking up the picture of the box because I wanted to make sure I was correct in my thinking there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it just doesn't have it open. It's weird, but yeah, it's still got the same kind of cool design to it. Like the Lance Anderson drawing to the box. Just different ways of displaying it. For the split seconds, in United States, they didn't do the M.A.S.K logo with the rhino in it. They did M.A.S.K and then split seconds underneath it, and I'll show that up on the screen here. That's what I after I said it, I was like, no, wait, I'm incorrect. But the European releases do have the closed off version of it, of the Rhino truck. So it's weird, but I want to make sure I got it right. So, but yeah, it's standard 2, and I have a complete Skybolt, which is actually hard to do, and I'm going to point out why. Just as I said with the masks, the plastic on this is my third one. The plastic on this can get really brittle. I don't know if it's just exposure to certain types of air or just the way the plastic was made, but the canopy here on one of mine that I had, I opened it up and it cracked off here. It wasn't glued in or anything, it just broke apart. The wings here, the wings open. I'm going to try to do it, but I'm not going to do it too much because I don't want to break them. I don't know if you can see it here. You can kind of see how the plastic is getting a little bit of a discoloration on it. That's from it bending incorrectly. So the wings would, there we go. So the wings would go up like this before, you know, when it's transformed. And we can do that in a second. It just kind of goes like this, but mine don't stay up, as you can see. That's because they're not in great shape. So we got that there, right? So what happens with this? Let's bring it back down. So you hit a button here on the back, I think. Hang on. It'll come loose. Or maybe it won't. Oh, I hit the wrong one. That's probably why. So, in order to do it, you hit this one up here. You hit this button here, and then it splits apart into two vehicles. We'll talk about this one in a second. So here's the first one. You can give this to the clone, because who the hell wants to drive this, right? So your clone jumps in here. I mean, it's pretty cool for what it is. These break off a lot too. Be mindful of that. The missile still fires. This is hard to find, the tail, so if you can find one of those, definitely do it. But yeah, it's just a standard little race car type thing. Nothing to write home about. But then when you get here to this, it kind of turns into like a... I always thought of it as like an X-Wing or something like that when I was younger. But it's pretty cool. You got the jets here, and still got the whole canopy going. And the missile up here fires too. There's a button right here, and that fires off as well. So, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, it's a shame that the one thing I do wish this had was maybe a little bit of a different color scheme than this kind of camouflage look. I don't know what would have made it better, but I always thought that it just kind of made it look dull. And if I'm being honest, if I'm an airplane or a jet, this doesn't blend into the sky, right? If you're trying to be camouflaged, like, just the observation, but what do I know? Where do you think Skybolt fits in the set? You think it's one of the better ones that are made? Do you remember having it as a kid? I definitely didn't. I didn't have this. 5 years ago I got this. In this condition. Very hard to do. I think it's missing one sticker here on the tail. But I call that complete because I'm never going to find it. So it's complete. But yeah, so let me know how you feel about Skybolt. Let me know if you think that the color scheme could have been a little cooler looking, or imagine the Hurricane color scheme on this, just for fun. I'm not painting mine. It'll ruin it completely. Yeah, let me know. If you have any suggestions on anything you want me to review, let me know that too, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Works. This could have been a good cartoon, now that I think about it. The mask would have the special phasing power, and then it would essentially, phase out of it, and then you'd be able to, maybe you're less power at that point. You're two people, so maybe you can cover more ground. I don't know. But one other thing to note before we close out is that in the Series 4, the Split Seconds line, they really just kind of recycled the names of the Series 1 masks, or the original ones that they had. So this is called Spectrum. There wasn't much imagination with that. So I guess this is Orange Spectrum. But good luck in your collecting, and if you have any questions, let me know. This is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.